Judge Sims' advice to Lukas Kyle in Silo Season 2, Episode 8, The Book of Quinn, may feel unexpected given the tumultuous relationship between the two characters, but the cautionary words from the former head of judicial security are very logical. With both being part of the Silo cast since the beginning, their characters have grown along with the show. However, the second season has given them an interpersonal relationship, which is very intriguing. By the end of Silo Season 2, Episode 8, it's very clear that Judge Sims and Lukas Kyle still have a lot to discuss. AVI Nash's Lukas Kyle was chosen to become the shadow of Bernard Holland, Tim Robbins, earlier in Silo Season 2. Because Sims, Common, had long been trying to snag himself the position of Mayor Holland's shadow, the towering judge understandably harbors a strong sense of jealousy towards Nash's character, which has quickly developed into something approaching hatred. That being said, Sims still sees fit to uneasily advise the mayor's new shadow in the Book of Quinn, which could aid both men in the near future. Judge Sims is right about Lukas Kyle's role as Bernard's shadow in Silo Season 2. Common Silo character gives Lukas some interesting advice. Shadows in Silo are intended to one day take over from their mentors. That being said, Lukas Kyle's situation is a little different. It's quite obvious indeed that Mayor Holland has no lofty visions in mind for Lukas' future in Silo 18. And that Robbins' character has only granted him the title of Shadow so that Lukas can access everything he needs to translate the encoded letter found on the hard drive from Salvador Quinn. What's more, Sims is fully aware of this and opts to alert Lukas that his usefulness is very likely temporary. Lukas was rescued from Silo's mines for a couple of reasons. Firstly, he's very clever and has a natural curiosity that's not found in every resident of Silo 18. Secondly, he'll work extra hard on decoding Quinn's message as it's the only thing keeping him out of the mines. Sims choosing to offer Lukas a way out of his limited options, help Bernard, or go back to the mines, may seem kind, but it could also be interpreted as the judge gaining the upper hand over the man who denied him the chance to be his shadow. How Lukas Kyle has proven that he's not cut out to be Bernard's shadow. Lukas lacks the ruthlessness of Silo 18's mayor. AVI Nash as Lukas Kyle visiting the family of Salvador Quinn in Silo. There's no doubting Lukas' technical knowledge or his intelligence, as he has already made a lot of progress in deciphering the message written by Salvador Quinn that was found on the hard drive. Unfortunately, being Bernard's shadow requires far more than just raw ability. Although Lukas is perfectly capable of working under his own volition, the Book of Quinn proves he lacks the authority and intimidation factor to achieve certain things outside the walls of his workspace. The visit to the descendants of Salvador Quinn is a stroke of genius on Lukas' part, but his initial failure to get what he needed from them proves he wouldn't be the traditional choice to shadow Bernard. It takes a second attempt, and he is much more himself and apologetic, which would fail to work in many other situations. Inversely, Bernard proves how ruthless he can be in the same episode when he emotionally manipulates Martha Walker, Harriet Walter, into turning against the rest of Mechanical, and it's just not within Lukas' character to act this way. Lukas' interaction with Sims could be foreshadowing a big betrayal for Silo Season 2. Mayor Holland could have his new shadow turn against him. Judge Sims, Common, and Lukas Kyle, AVI Nash, looking at each other in Silo. It's very unlikely that a show like Silo would include a moment like the one between Sims and Lukas in the Book of Quinn and have nothing come of it. In fact, that would be unlikely in any well-written show too. So, the final 2 episodes of Silo Season 2, or even the earlier installments of Silo Season 3's story, will probably return to this scene and make it even more important. In short, Lukas could accept Sims' implied offer of an uneasy alliance to manipulate or even take down Bernard. So far, Lukas doesn't have much. By the end of Silo Season 2, Episode 8, Quinn's letter has been revealed to read, "If you've gotten this far, you already know the game is rigged, but there is likely to be far more left to decipher." However, even this small segment of Quinn's letter strongly implies there is something very corrupt with the way Silo 18 is run. So, Lukas could unite with Sims and use Quinn's words to make Bernard do what they want in Silo's future, or else they share the news with the rest of Silo 18.